are near perfect.
Going on our timing, lads.
So here we go then. The Allianz Cup final.
Ready?
2024. Bristol taking on Saracens is underway. And it's Bristol in their traditional navy up against Saracens in the change white strip. Loverbuck gets an early touch. Casolo up there. Saracens number 7. Burgess, excellent season that she's enjoying. Tackle was a little bit high from Lottie Clow, one of the co-captains at Saracens is Simi Pam, and Bristol getting to their game nice and early. Murray, Delaney, Burns, they will use these big runners in the midfield, trying to attract defenders. Little juggle out wide. Saracens talking this week. I had a chat with both the head coaches this week. Alex also be talking about the patience and discipline that Saracens need to have when they don't have the ball. And there's that physicality of Saracens to turn that ball over. Now on the far side to Cara Wardle. Sellers, May Campbell on the blind side today, being held up by Claire Malloy. Renita Marston-Mulhern, Claire Malloy talking about being there and done it. She has done all that. Meg Webb, Monica Bonner.
No, yes, 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 play on. Play on. Let go! Seems to roll away first.
Turnover with the physicality of Saracens. Was that ball out? Perhaps we'll get your take on that one, Rocky.
Yeah, this game's lively. The turnovers have been thick and fast, but the quality of the play coming through, you might see a bit of a line break.
Alejandro on that far side.
Okay,
playing some rugby with old Albanians. Been using them just to keep things ticking over. Now it's Bristol's turn to turn that ball over, is it, on the far side?
Play on.
Yes, indeed. And they won't be afraid to play from there. Here's Simi Pam. A couple of tries in that semi-final. It was outstanding.
Wait.
Victory in the semi-final, 54 points to 28 against the PWR champions, Gloucester Hartbury. There is a player down on the far side, and I think for safety reasons we will just stop the game and knock on as well. So Bristol will have the put into the scrum. A lively start, Rocky.
Yeah, what a start. We saw Bristol go through the phases, and you can see it doesn't matter what team they have, they are playing the phases, they're playing the ball out the back. Everybody is brought into that structure. It's kind of a kind of, Irish men's teams, feel about it. Everyone knows what they're doing, what line they're running, and just their ability to break the game line has been really good.
You're
maybe
okay to go for the scrum half.
In their half,
over here it was fine because the ball was out and the hands were on. But other than that, just make sure your hands are off the ruck, you're behind the back foot, and I'll say the same
Saracens,
to
on
them
the other hand, good defensive effort. They've had a few opportunities. Bryony Cleal getting some really good, strong carries over the gain line. She's a big unit to get down. Certainly somebody you don't particularly want running down your channel, but yeah, it's an exciting start, as we knew it was going to be a right old ding-dong.
Indeed it is. There's a ding-dong in the semi-final for Saracens. We've spoken about Bristol's dominant win, really. There was only one side in it.
It would be over here, but
50-odd points in a semi-final. It's a very dominant display, but Saracens
going for the 9.
Yeah, perfect. First 40-45 minutes. And Exeter came back. Exeter winners of this cup the last couple of seasons. 36-29 it ended up. Classic game of two halves, Rocky. It's a phrase we don't want to use, but it was one of those. But of course these two met a few weeks ago back in the PWR, the league season, and as much as the players are very different without the Six Nations internationals and indeed the Pacific Four players as well, like to Sophie de Goody, of course. But that has to be a bearing on today, doesn't it? The fact that Bristol won for the first ever time against Saracens.
Yeah, they'll be coming into this confident. Obviously, the big win in the semi-final and having turned over Saracens, they'll have their tails up, but they've got to be looking at what they did really well then and try and do more of it. And it's just a simple thing to say, but we know that Bristol like to move the ball. We know that they like to keep the ball in hand and have a go. They've got real threats on those edges, so if they can get the ball in space off of some front foot ball, they're going to be in a really good place. But Saracens, as we know, they know how to win. They're going to put up a battle. Their defensive efforts, getting off the line, they're aggressive. That's their blueprint. That's what they're known for. So it doesn't matter who's in what shirt. That's just the Saracens way.
Delaney Burns fan club on the far side. Yeah, it's a really family atmosphere here at Shaftesbury Park.
There we go.
Here a couple of hours before kick-off and loads of people here. And actually impressive from a club point of view. It's a first for me.
Time on.
Well, the Bristol coach is literally 10 centimetres away from us here in commentary, so it could be an interesting afternoon.
He might give you an elbow if you say something that you don't like.
But the point I was going to make was some of the senior management here. Tom Tainton, COO. Oh, it must be a big day if Tom's in town. Pat Lamb's here as well, but it just shows the connect between the men and the women's side and one club. This is an important competition, and the women's programme is very important to the club. Murray, that's flat at very, very best. Burgess. Lucy Scoose down. There's the angle. Novibon outside. Bonner.
Option.
It was opening up for the Bristol Flyer. That is really, really well worked.
That was lovely, wasn't it? We just had the two players, one running in, one running out, and then Lovibon went straight through the middle. Textbook. Both players had drawn their numbers apart, and then just that pace onto the ball. Beautiful execution of that 2-on-1, and just unfortunately for Bonner, she couldn't take it. I'd say that was a sure set try there.
Onto side entry. Once.
Advantage being played to Bristol.
Side entry.
Burgess wanting it. Call from the coaches, which
Number 5.
we can hear incredibly clearly. They wanted them to play there. They had a shot to nothing. But we'll go back to Lucy Scoose. Played in all 4 of the cup games. Bristol had one less cup game in their pool. But this was nice, wasn't it? The angle from Lovibon.
Yeah, lovely. Real pace and just soft hands as you went past that ball. And I think Bonner just took her eyes off it because she could see the try line in her sights.
Yeah. Advantage, knock on.
Somehow Saracens have come away with that. Sonia Green, Sonic, feeds Lottie Clapp, 2 of Saracens' most experienced players, and then Gondwy. 2 loose heads, very happy with ball in hand today. Master Mulhern, straight off her feet, no complaints there.
Gondwy's a real find for Sarries, isn't she? She's from Worcester, so came late to the season, but what a weapon she is. She carries really hard, dominant carrier, and apparently she scored a great PB this week as well in the gym. So yeah, you just see her growing into this Saracens way, and I think she'll be vital come the next 40-50 minutes.
Try in the semi-final for Monica Gondwy.
Ball backwards.
Again, Sexton. Bryony Cleal.
Wrecking ball coming down your channel.
6 tries so far in this campaign. 4 of those for Harlequins, of course, because she changed clubs. Things just weren't right in the quarters for Bryony Cleal. Back to Saracens, back alongside her sister. McDougall, young fly half, playing at 12 for the England under-20s. Emma Taylor, Canadian international. Casolo is met by Simi Pam, but it's nice quick ball here for Saracens. Campbell can't quite take that one. I speak to Dave Ward in the week. He had a little bit of nerves. He didn't mind that too much. Shows that the players care, but yeah, it's a little bit nervy out there at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, there is. There's a lot on today's game, and a few errors creeping in, and obviously they're playing against such good defences. The pressure that's coming up, and we're hearing the coaches get advice on as well to get their team folding around the corner to make sure, because they're worried about that tempo that Saracens are going to play with. So, I think it's it's going to be a lot said from this scrum, first scrum of the game.
Crouch!
I could tell your excitement levels have gone through the roof, Rocky. Scrum time.
I know, can't wait.
Come on, Carmen, let's go.
Set. First scrum, you really want to make your mark, paint good pictures for the referee, but also let your opposite number know they're not going to have an easy ride. Solid platform for Bristol, though, to play off.
Murray. Webb was the decoy. Deb Wills.
Yes, right.
Real athlete.
Release.
Just seeing May Campbell there trying to get her hands on the ball. She's such a good jackler. That's why they've trusted her in the back row as well.
So Eddie Mulhern being used as a first receiver. Big part of the semi-final performance was
done.
That tight head with hands on ball. Jimmy Pam. She will run all day long for you into that contact. Delaney Burns. Now a capped international with the Red Roses. 3 of those. Had her debut in the Six Nations last year against Italy. Another big, powerful ball carry forward, but again, Bristol have just knocked on. We will have a scrum down.
Going off, please.
Now this is a concern, isn't it, Jess Sprague? The young
Time
hooker.
off.
She's got that.
Yeah, she's
left
off.
Knee.
No, I think it should
Very
be
heavily
change.
strapped when you think of the like of Lark Davis, who's here. Of course, you had a chat with her before the game. She's out for another couple of weeks. Lana Skeldon, of course, is at the club, looking ahead to the league and all the rest of it. Lana Skeldon had a knock for Scotland. There's a big opportunity for her, but they now have to go to...
So I'll step straight backwards, okay,
Izzy Jakes.
Yeah, just left of the mark, please.
Big opportunity for her to get into the game. Young player coming through. You've got the quality of the hookers at the club. You want to feed off that. You want to learn from those wise women and just learn the trade. Soak up everything.
Another change that Bristol would have wanted to make so early on in the game.
Set.
England under 19s hooker now.
Nothing clear, use it please.
On the field. Sellers just kicked that ball back into the scrum, didn't quite want it. And then it's McKenna meets Malloy, two of the more experienced players. Let's see it that way. Emma Taylor, combative. Came off a Saracens foot, and then in the end Bristol get the penalty from Saracens holding on, and at the moment, at the breakdown, Rocky, it seems to be Bristol just beginning to get the rub of the green.
Yeah, they're getting over the ball well. We know that Malloy's looks for that jackal. That's her trademark. She's not the biggest in stature, but my goodness, she once she chops you, gets you to the floor, she's straight over that ball, and I would imagine that's been inbuilt to try and slow down the opposition's ball. And against Saracens, who play with tempo and physicality, you've got to make sure you get those tackles, and if you get the odd turnover, then you're doing well.
Still no score in the Allianz Cup final. 10 minutes of this game gone, with another injury on the far side. So, Bristol player receiving some treatment.
Let's go.
I think it's Ellie Marston-Mulhern just getting a little bit running repairs. I've had a few of those in my time, I can tell you.
To this very day, in fact, Rocky.
Indeed. Well, I played 40 minutes yesterday, what I wasn't expecting to, for
What?
Bucks County in a friendly. So yeah, it was a fun day. I can tell you that my back is not great today, but we love it, don't we?
Scrum line out.
More so you.
Scrum it is.
Boots on. I can't believe you're still moving, but delighted to have you here. It's first throw for the new hookup. On the way of Bristol, and then Saracens with a scrum down.
Yeah, you need
Keep
to be
square.
calling those, get the hooker into the game, making sure that they get confidence through their throwing, especially if they're slightly inexperienced. Wind's starting to pick up now, so maybe if he calls more to the front.
It's not easy though, is it? Coming into this game, expected to play. She's a university student, young lady.
Stationary. Use it up on the mark. Stay close.
Those kind of figures around and say, don't worry. On we go. Indeed, on we go here. McKenna. 1-2. That breakdown is a real mess.
Look at that, Malloy again. She was almost doing a handstand to put her body on the line to get that.
It's great defence, isn't it? Scouse was involved as well, and Claire Malloy, the Ireland international, 74 caps for Ireland. Retired a few years ago now. She's a doctor as well, and an excellent artist.
She is indeed, and I had the pleasure of playing with her at Barbarians, and like she's a player that you used to talk about in team meetings because you knew she'd go and steal so much ball, be an absolute pain, but then to play alongside her, you're really happy she's on your team. A great player.
Burns wins at the front of the line out. Master Mulhern. Renita, the Centurion. Simi Pam is missed out. Scouse to that long pass. Does have great service. Technically a very good pass with the ball. Scouse. Of course, Holly Aitchison normally in that 10 shirt for Bristol. She's busy out in France for the last 24 hours or so. Scouse again, really deep. Master Mulhern and then Murray. Meg Webb, good to see her back on a rugby field. Bonner. Meg Webb, of course, ACL injury at the last World Cup. May Campbell is up quickly and just disrupts Holly Cunningham. And it's Gondwy and Simi Pam, the loose heads. McDougall. Lovely Bond. Really like her as a fullback, really classy, silky player. Going forward has always been a real strength of her, but this season really worked on her defence. She was Defensive Player of the Day in the semi-final.
Yeah, player for engineering student at Bath Uni, twin sister. I was talking to her dad earlier trying to get some info on, but he kept his cards close to his chest. Don't want to be told off by her, but yeah, an absolute brilliant player coming through the system.
All the way at Bristol, certainly in terms of possession. Scouse again, Burns. Then it's that wrap around again, huge pass. Negrelli.
Alejandro flew up then, didn't she?
Both sides know what's coming. Played each other enough over the years. Bristol happy to try and get things going from deep in their own half. That's the 22-metre line. Meg Webb just floats it over the top because they're trying to get this lady into the game. Bonner, it's a great tackle from Lottie Clapp. Not often you beat Lottie Clapp on the outside. So much experience
in front of the mark,
club and country, not only England but USA now as well.
Yeah, Lottie Clapp absolutely quality operator, but I'm just wondering from Bristol's point of view there was a 3-on-1. Could they have shifted the ball a bit earlier rather than that miss pass that allowed the drift to come across? Maybe an opportunity just missed there, which allowed Lottie Clapp that time to get across. So we've seen Simi Pam now just have a little bit of running repairs. The props are taking it in turns. It's tough out there, it's physical, and obviously in this 4G pitch it's hard on the calves. Trust me, as somebody who's played on it a lot, you used to get cramp a lot, and you remember at England they used to give you pickle juice, so you'd have bad breath and be swallowing pickle juice for some reason, but it helped get rid of cramp, I'm told anyway. Unless they're playing a joke on me, of course, Johnny.
Yes, I mean, it's the first time I've ever heard it, so perhaps it was just you, Rocky.
Who knows, we need some doctors out there to tell us if it works.
Somebody's going to get in touch with a big smiling emoji. No, it's all a joke. They just try and get rid of the cramp, of course. Here's Sarah McKenna, 45 caps for her country, and now moving into the coaching, and she's a Swiss Army knife of a player.
She's a quality player, and what she's done with the OA's team as well, she's got one of her teams into the final, and such a good coach. But I love how we've seen, you know, a new lease of life come from her, moving from 15, she used to be a 10 as well, so really good handler of the ball, then into 12.
Just guiding these youngsters. Here's Taylor. She made some good ground there, Taylor. Stepping back inside, and Saracens trying to stay away from that touchline. Casola. Taylor plays scrum half. It's all court stuff here. May Campbell. A bump and then into Malloy.
Some late shots going on here.
Let go.
There's some a real grudge match here.
It's been played at a furious pace. Rocky, only 17 minutes gone. Sellers. McKenna. Alejandro. Out there on the wing. And again, there's patience being shown. Lottie Clapp with a hand up right in front of us here. Why out for Saracens, but the hand will go down now because Bristol have turned that ball over.
Right.
So there was a knock on there.
Just here.
Bristol just asking whether Sarah McKenna could kick.
He's under pressure.
Kick in the ruck, but
not very much
referee's
territory.
happy with it.
Yeah, let's keep it up.
On your side. Okay. Yeah. Okay, left of the mark. Make sure the heads go where they're supposed to go.
Talking about the styles of these two teams.
Win the hit. That's it.
Both scored 17 tries in this competition. Saracens 12 of 17.
Bind. Set.
From their backs. Wills is trying to prove that is right with its back line. Look at the wrong numbers there, Rocky. 17 tries for the Bristol backs, 9 for their forwards. Saracens 19 tries for their forwards and 5 for their backs. Shows you a little bit of the way that
absolutely
trying to play the game in a microcosm of a stat. If I can get it right, but we are right now, I promise you. Those are the correct figures.
Yeah, so it's more of a forwards game for Sarries, and the Bristol lot like to get the ball out wide, get it in the back's hand. So, yeah, two contrasting attacking styles, but both have their place in the game for sure. This 0-0, 20 minutes gone, but it's been an exciting game so far. Ooh, she's just missed touch.
Lobibon comes away with it, and the bird just looks down this near side. It was a reasonable blind side for Bonner to try and make something of it. Master Mulhern, Zelly to Renita. nicely. A couple, of course. Semi-pound clapping, demanding the ball. It's met by a white wall.
Thank you.
And Saracens just keeping Bristol in this area, just in and around their own 22.
They are, and I tell you what, the line speed coming from Saracens, they may be a little bit narrow at times that Bristol have just exposed.
And here's Wills. Wills stretching the legs. Deb Wills will get a first try in the cup final. Talking about Saracens keeping Bristol down towards their 22, a little bit narrow in defence, and then the break, and Bristol explode into life and get the first points on the board.
What a finish by Deb Wills there, absolute gas. I thought I saw smoke coming from her boot. She was flying. She's hands on hips.
50.
But she deserves her time, walking back, chilling out, because that was an outstanding try. Bristol just were able to navigate. They get players running in, players running out. They give it to the wheels in space. That's where they've struggled a little bit in the first 10-15 minutes. They haven't given it to their superstar wingers in space. When they get a bit of space, they can do damage like that.
And it's very obvious that the Bristol are trying to get it there, isn't it? We've seen Monica Bonner on this near side, and the missed passes to try and use her space. And know how narrow that Saracens can get in defence. Gabriella Negrelli kicking here. They're kicking forward. Top point scorer 53 till that kick. Trouble that total. 73% in this cup so far before that one. Decent kick up.
Not bad for a forward, eh? I think they got only get 1 out of 100. Even then, I'll probably hit the post.
It's great identification of what was in front of her for Phoebe Murray.
Yeah, she's just been putting people into space, hasn't she? Just a physical player as well, but that is not what Sarries need.
Option.
Short on that kick-off. See the frustration on Dougal's face.
Yeah, mistake upon mistake. Who give Bristol a scrum right on the halfway line.
There's quite a few of these Saracens youngsters who are coming through. McDougall, we've got Flanagan as well.
Crouch.
Some of those guys I used to actually coach back in the day, so it's really nice to see them develop through the part of the OA setup as well. And you know, Amelia is just such a threat with ball in hand. Just want to see her confidence grow. She's such a weapon when she carries. Footwork, kicking.
Wills again. Just about took the path, didn't she? Much to the delight of some of the Bristol supporters over there. Great crowd here, must be said. 1,500 or so. Murray again. Very, very influential in this game so far. Certainly created that try. Here's McDougall. Switched left and then went right. And it's Wills who has to go back. She's did plenty of running the last couple of minutes. Deb Wills.
Should be getting her run meters up for sure.
Formerly Deborah Fleming, of course. That was her 6th try in this cup competition. Got a hat-trick against Sale in one of the pool games.
You're on the wrong side.
Try against Exeter and Gloucester Hartbury as well.
Under 12.
But she's been a very consistent performer as Deb Wills in the last few seasons. Line breaks, defenders beaten, just quietly goes about her work, rather a little bit like Phoebe Murray in that respect, just quietly, very, very efficient.
Time off.
Simi Pam is the player down, receiving some attention. She needs pickle juice, Rocky.
She does need pickle juice. She does indeed. But so Simi Pam has come back from an injury. Again, Barbar's doctor, and apparently she's a self-taught nail artist. So Christiana Balogun as well has been benefiting off of that. So, you know, if you need your nails doing, or if you have any issues health-wise, then she's your woman.
Yeah, plenty of column inches written about Simi Pam through the pandemic, working as a doctor throughout all of that. And of course she burst onto the scene, didn't she, a few years ago now, that try against Sale, if you remember, 60-metre try, and she has that ability, as do Bristol, as we've just seen, to go from deep in their own half, explode into life.
Of course, she's not the only doctor as well. We've got Phoebe Murray as well.
Yep, Claire Malloy.
Claire Malloy, so it's a team of doctors.
Contact in the air by number 4.
I know you're in safe hands with those guys.
I have to say, along with the likes of Lark Davis, a few Red Roses have just passed us here. Hannah Bottoman, fresh from another Grand Slam victory. Georgia Evans is here as well from Wales, just supporting their teammates.
All coming out the woodwork, eh?
Yeah, sunglasses on.
Can imagine there are a few.
Let's just draw a discreet veil over that. They deserve to have been celebrating.
It's good they're in the fresh air.
Play on.
That line out has not gone to plan at all. And
no clear relief.
May Campbell comes away with it. Here's Bryony Cleal.
Take him back in.
Casolo. It's a good, aggressive run from Saracens' open side, and they get a penalty as well.
Yeah, she's such a strong runner. She's, you know, somebody I wouldn't fancy tackling. She's just got such a high knee drive, so athletic, and she's been in and around that England training squad as well. So I think she'll be a name we'll certainly see in the future. So Saracens line out, opting for the short one.
This line out is a real tussle, isn't it? It's sort of microcosm of this game, really. Both teams winning each other's line out, putting huge amounts of pressure on McDougall here. Diminutive figure. McKenna had a look around at her options, didn't she, Sarah McKenna? More than often takes the right option. Here's Casolo.
No.
Not committing too many to this breakdown here, Saracens. May Campbell comes away. In the end, Claire Malloy scrags her. McDougall, Gondwy. She'll need support now as well, because Delaney Burns is there, Malloy is there, and Bristol win the turnover.
No surprise that name you said again, Malloy.
She started 10, play on. Backwards.
Over the ball. Perhaps haven't used that advantage.
Bird just screamed out to go quickly. She did. Kick came off her hand. They want to keep this tempo really high, don't they, Bristol?
They do indeed.
So yeah, it would favour Saracen to kick this game a little bit slower, a little bit more set piece orientated. Tori Sellers. That's a great piece of handling from McDougall, who's being upended by Meg Webb, but eventually the fly half gets to ground. It was a struggle, and May Campbell has burst through the middle into the 22. Green is there, but not even Sonic, with all her powers, could get there in time.
Yeah, she just forced that offload, didn't she, and just lost it. But we've seen May Campbell burst to life in the last few minutes. She's had a couple of line breaks. You can really see why they've opted for her in the back row. She's such a strong carrier. And really cleverly, she just went through the middle of the rucks. There was nobody in defending in behind the ruck, so she just flew through. So perhaps that's a tactic Saracens might look at.
Okay, let's go. Let's build.
You can see on that replay, Bristol not committing anyone to that breakdown, fanning out, and May Campbell, who's a wily fox, isn't she?
I'm sure she'd love to be called that, wily fox.
Bind.
Mind you, I've been called a few things. Tranquilised rhino mainly.
I say nothing. You're a rock star to me and always will be. Simple as that.
I love him.
Use it.
But no, she's an intelligent. She's got a rugby brain on her, hasn't she, May Campbell?
Always inside.
Great server to Saracen as Scouse. Just puts it into some space. Bonner. Great exit, isn't it? Unorthodox, but a great exit.
Yeah, okay.
It works, and then Bonner chasing up, just gets her into touch. Linkins had a debut for PWR for Wasps last season. And she's dual registered with Beckenham. Final year student at Kent Uni. Got Negrelli throwing him.
Phoebe Murray.
Release.
Our first receiver, a great deal. Just allows Bristol, with those two playmakers, just to play wide, don't they? First it was a big bollocking run, Master Mulher, and then it's her partner, Centurion. Burgess. Cunningham and Murray again. Negrelli. Those players outside, Bonner is one of them. And Lottie Clapp is just drifting. Cunningham again.
No.
Lassoed by Casolo. Burns. Those big runners in the midfield just to try and pull people in, allowing space for Deb Wills, who steps back inside, and Deb's Wills will be over again. That is very, very Bristol. Punching holes, attracting defenders in the midfield, and then using that pace, and Deb Wills gets her second in the cup final.
Yeah, really clever play, just narrowing up Saracens' defence. We've already spoke about it, that it is quite narrow, and then just that ball, the speed of ball, just cuts out two defenders. And then beautiful delivery from Murray.
I know.
Floats the ball.
You were trying to make the effort, but I think
Wills just glides onto it at absolute pace. There's no stopping her. You can see why she's an ex-England GB7 superstar. Gas to burn.
Gabriella Negrelli gets the conversion as well, up to 12. Yeah, I mean, she's just a raw athlete, isn't she, Deb Wills? Got a bronze medal over in Australia at the Gold Coast at the Commonwealth Games. Back from giving birth to her son. All the fashion out here in Bristol, isn't it?
Apparently it's the thing to do.
Ali Ward is here somewhere, Mum. Abby back from France, desperate to see little one. And Deb Wills. Seven tries now in this competition. She's got 5 in the PWR as well.
Okay.
Proven try scorer, but she would be the first one to say it's the work done inside her. All those players. As Meg Webb floats one over for the other winger, Bonner.
Trying to play out of their 20s too. They've seen that Saracens are so narrow. There is that opportunity on this right wing. Just think the cut-out pass isn't quite needed. I'd hit Lovibond to create that 2-on-1 with Bonner.
Burgess, it's a wobbly one. Negrelli Webb using her footwork, or certainly trying to get out of trouble, and Bonner's done really well there. Hand just hovering over the panic button. Stays away for now. Sellers sees an opportunity here. Green. Field. Saracens that close. Minutes before half-time. Bristol with 2 tries. A chance here for Saracens.
Onside. Advantage offside.
Another advantage to Saracens. They don't need it. They're over. And it's Anika Conway who's got herself over. Snuck over. It's quick thinking, isn't it? But again, it's that work at the breakdown. It was something that Bristol were fearful of, that turnover. Quick thinking from the scrum half, and Sarri's reply.
Yeah, exactly what Saracens needed. Sellers with that quick thinking, quick tap. Off she went. Sonic made the pass. They just went through. Slow ball then, and then the strong Gondway goes over. Dives over really low body position. Driven through by a teammate. Key scored just before half-time as well. Keeps Saracens in it. Gets their tails up.
Amelia McDougall playing with England under 20s last weekend against France in a different white shirt today. Saracens gets her first points of the game. 12 points to 7. Got a game on our hands, haven't we here, Rocky?
We do indeed. We called it a ding-dong, and it certainly is. 5 points in it, 5 minutes before half-time. Can somebody strike before?
On the line. Yeah, on the line.
Just having a re-look at the try. Anika Conway just gone around the back of that ruck.
Big gap. See what happens.
She's just got to touch one white blade, of course. We will have a dissect at a half-time. The referee has given it, though. It's in the ledger. What it has done is made a really interesting game. 5 points to difference, and Saracens trudging upfield with a driving ball.
Let go.
McKenna. Too many options on the left-hand side, so they'll go back to the right-hand side of the forwards.
Timing. Use it. No, not yet. Taken back in.
Dougal. And cross field here. Not the length she would have wanted. And Lottie Clapp had to react. And Lottie Clapp reacts the way that Lottie Clapp does, but it's there for Lovibon. Steps inside. Was there the option to give the pass, but it's still with Bristol. It's been ripped away.
Backwards.
Bristol on the ascendancy. Burgess, Burns, Nicorelli. What a try here just before half time would do. In the championship minutes, they call them, don't they? Slowed right back down again, though, for Malloy. The 2 sevens going at each other. Simi Pan. Solo there again to make yet another tackle. Master Mulhern. Master Mulhern. Cunningham. Grelly was the decoy runner. Burgess, see how wide Bristol are. Fanning out, and then Saracens somehow come away with it. With Field and Sellers now. Gone with a try scorer, can't take the pass.
Is that full time? Yeah, half time.
And it's knocked on.
Half time, good work.
And there we are, a little short on our score clock, but half outside, and Bonner as well. They're desperately trying to get that ball into the wide areas. Bristol just keep patient, I guess, look after the ball. It's beautifully poised though, isn't it? In the Allianz Cup final for 2024. Second half underway, and Phoebe Murray, experienced Phoebe Murray, the lady, to take the restart. Sydney Pan. Burgess to Delaney Burns, and really Master Mulhern. But it's held on to there. And Saracens get this early penalty in the second half, fairly even to the penalty count. So that breakdown that both coaches are speaking to me in the week about, it's just so important to get that breakdown right.
Gap. Let it close in.
Saracens just beginning to get the rub of the green, and Bryony Cleal has gone down the short side, back to field. Saracens opening minutes of this second half. Gone we waiting. She doesn't get it this time. Yes, she's the hands on ball now. With a Master Mulhern there to meet her. That close now, Saracens. Now it comes wide to May Campbell.
Still got the advantage.
Still advantage to Saracens here. Tremelin, the tight head.
Let go.
Come right.
Still advantage, Saracens. Legs are in the way. Malloy is in the way. No surprise there. McDougall. Campbell.
You've got the advantage, no foul.
This is where the patience is required from Saracens. This close to the line. It's a big old drive now. Still shot.
Two offside. 1, 2.
Again, we're coming back for the penalty. Nika Gonwick thought she got herself over. Former Worcester lady taking the quick tap here. Bryony Cleal.
Tackle.
Set. Trying to go straight through the middle yet again. It's wider. It's Saracens on the attack. Somehow Bonner has held that ball up.
Careful.
We think.
Let go. Up you get.
Officials taking a very close look on it.
I've got a grounding.
How on earth has that been held up?
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Well, it hasn't been.
There was one in the middle. I didn't see that. Keep an eye on it.
Can't hear the referee sadly at the moment, but there was a long conversation, wasn't there? Lottie Clapp on that far side has got that try at the beginning of this second half, but it was a debate, wasn't it?
There was, from our screens, we could see Bonner underneath the ball, sort of bear hugging Clapp, but when the body's piled on, she must have got it down. Referee's close enough. Bit of chat about it. But that's the perfect start for Saracens.
Like it really is. From the touchline, McDougall can't add the extras. This crowd has just gone a little bit quieter here at Shaftesbury Park.
There next to the goal line.
Sun goes away and the wind just begins to pick up slightly.
Yeah, we talked about it being really important to play the conditions. The wind is swirling around now. Just want to play in the right areas.
Who else but Lottie Clapp? The score a try in a final. Score one in 2018, of course, in the Premiership win. Spent in 3 more finals. Captaining Saracens to plenty of titles. 11th season at the club, and of course a USA international now due to Regulation 8, and she's going off to the Pacific 4 Championship, which is going on at the moment, to link up with the US Eagles squad ahead of the USA's games against Australia and New Zealand. Sophie de Goody there already, the Saracens player. Cleo didn't find the intended recipient, instead found Lottie Clapp. Bryony Cleo coming into this game a lot more in the opening minutes of the second half.
Move away.
Getting pretty tasty.
I've got these two holding on to each other, and that was just a reaction for a
between
push.
the number 8s.
I actually don't see any foul play here. There's an initial foul play beforehand.
And here you've just got a high tackles by blue 11, she slips up to head, it's a penalty.
Okay, thanks.
Referee is calling over the captains here. We'll have a listen.
Players, so what we've seen here is 2 players holding on to each other. That doesn't stop, and then a push. We've got an original foul play, high tackle against Bristol, which is going to be the decision here. Listen, when the ball's gone, everyone backs down. We just stick to the game of rugby. Is that clear?
Thank you, Referee.
Thank you. Original penalty for the high tackle against Bristol.
Thoughts, Rocky Clark?
Well, just a penalty and
Edge of the line, please.
for Saracens. Bryony just was able to push Rowe off. I don't know, it was just really physical. I was off the ball afterwards. She'd carried, got the offload away. I think Mulhern had maybe twisted her leg, so Bryony didn't like that. She's feisty now. You don't want a feisty Bryony because she's going to keep running at you all day.
You don't want a feisty Cleo, full stop.
Yes, yeah, and they are double trouble.
But Dougal, you can just set Saracens just building here. That decision did not go down particularly well. Well, left-hand side. It was very physical, wasn't it? The push-off.
Tackle, release.
Officials right there did see it. The decision, of course, is final. Here's Taylor, Canadian international at scrum half. Now the Red Rose international, Bryony Cleo, 7 caps.
Granted.
She's carried more in the last 3 minutes than she had in the first half. She's every other ball carrier.
Alejandro Casola, tackled by Wills, and we'll go back for the penalty now.
Calm down. Roll away.
And what's the decision here, Rocky Clark? If you've got the armband, cup final,
Line up.
12 points apiece.
You've got to look at see how confident 10 is. That would be vital.
Edge of the line then.
Well, they've opted for the safety of the line out.
Substitute
Not quite
for 3
as far
blue,
as they
please.
wanted.
That was a wobbly one, was it? Slightly
Fourth
surprised the likes of McKenna can certainly whack a ball. Gemma Jo Linkins has been striking the ball well from the tee. They've gone to the line out. Sonic Green takes it, and then Bryony Cleo bursts off the back. And who's there to meet her? But Rowe, Master Mulhern, Sellers, Field, Gondwick round the corner into Negrelli. Casola are just getting over that gain line with every
Let
cut
go!
here, Saracens. But Dougal leaving this one for the forward. She doesn't want the ball at the moment.
Ball available, don't hold her in. You've slowed your own ball down there.
Digging that one out. Campbell
Let it go!
back on her
Release!
feet. This is being slowed
Back on
right
release,
up by Bristol. Conway, left hand side. Short. And they go again.
Back foot, hands up.
Saracens. Being repelled here. This is excellent defence from Bristol thus far. It's held up by Bristol.
Move away.
And Lottie Clapp
Go
was in
on,
about
drop out.
20 metres of space on the left hand side. Composure, composure, composure.
Yeah, it was great defence by Bristol to get underneath. I think it was May Campbell maybe just held up.
Dougal has a little scamper. Oh, twisting. That is some run for the fly half.
Let go! Off feet!
Sarri's back on the attack through field, and May Campbell, both hookers by trade. Campbell in the back row today. Taylor, Casola waits with Bryony Cleal, and then it's McKenna, and it's a hard angle. Bristol having to do plenty of defensive work here. Cleal and Campbell again. Work rate has gone through the roof from those two in this second half. 10 minutes gone in the Allianz Cup final, the second half at Shaftesbury Park. Bryony Field, England under-20 international. Bryony Cleal. Dougal, little short ball this time for Taylor. Quicker ball now, Lottie Clapp with a fend. Bristol, hands on knees, sucking in the oxygen. Advantage to Saracens. They take that advantage. Dougal, McKenna, tackle by Murray. Ball
Still playing.
squirts out. What's McDougall going to do here? Slightly hesitant. And Murray just pulls it out and tries to turn the ball over. He'll come back for the penalty.
As we're building up into this area, we're committing penalty offences, okay, so just be careful, especially around this area. High tackle on this one.
Referee having a word with Bristol here. That's the warning, isn't it, Rocky? In this area, the red zone,
Are you ready to go?
the danger zone.
Are you ready?
Referees very hot on penalties in this area.
Okay.
And that was the warning.
Yeah.
Give another penalty away here. Bristol may well be looking at more.
Yeah, you've got to be whiter than
Okay,
white
use
here.
the line,
really
please.
clinical. Make sure you're on side. Don't give away any cheap pens. But it's all been Saracens so far this second half. Obviously the half-time talk by Alex Osterbury's done something that's ignited this attack.
Inside the 5.
Casola, so athletic, just throws the lady up. It's driving more, edging ever closer. It's Bryony Field with a ball in hand. Half a metre out, they're over.
Bear with me a second.
With no decision from the referee, a whistle gone, but no decision whatsoever. A player who is seriously injured will give the benefit of the doubt to the official that he's taking that into consideration. But I think the try has been awarded. We've had no hand signal, no vocality. That has been awarded, but it's Saracens who've got themselves over.
No one else can play hooker?
Well, the perfect start for Saracens.
Second try of this second half then for Saracens. Bizarre turn of events. Just on the left-hand side of the post from McDougall. Love to see the grounding of that ball again, because the referee is right there, but no communication was made. Look on the right-hand side now. Tremelli is there, isn't she? That's where it came from the line-out.
Uncharacteristic knock on there from Clapp.
Illegal on your feet there. There was a knock on just before.
Five points of difference the other way now. As I say, incredibly uncharacteristic from Lottie Clapp.
You quiet, let's go, Timo. Let's fucking sit.
So these two packs going at it. Just going to start to see heavy legs coming here. Wondering whether they're going to think about making some changes in that front row. Normally they play 50-60 minutes. I expect we'll see Simi Pam down for a bit longer.
He's out.
Skus. Wide pass again, and then lobby bump as well. Deb Wills looking for a hat-trick. Oh, she's through! She's through, 1, 2, 3! One player to beat! Deb Wills! Bollinger. Just come onto the field, straight into the action. Jenny Herring is on as well. Wearing 20.
Advantage, no.
Scoot clearly in front of her. Bristol with the advantage here. Saracens offside. I think it was Bryony Cleo. Malloy. Burns. Phoebe Murray now. Clear. Not sustaining her own weight, so that's another penalty. It's wider for Lovibon. She's going to get in. And Bristol level it up here in the cup final. End-to-end stuff. Bristol were patient. Used that width again. And the back three to the 4 for Bristol.
Yeah, we've talked about that back three being such a threat. We saw Wheels go through, may have got an opportunity, but they recycled, went again, and the pace. Lovibond goes through, backs herself. All started with that break from Wheels. It gets 5-6 metres out. It's Alejandro who makes that tackle, slows down the onslaught from Bristol. But what a game we've got on our hands.
And we bigged up the back three, didn't we, before this game, because they are such weapons, and Bristol create the chances for them. Deb Wills again with that break. But 3-4 defenders setting up this conversion opportunity for Negrelli.
Yeah.
Floats across the face of the posts.
Okay.
Really, Negrelli can't add the two.
Well, all square. Makes it exciting for the last 25 minutes of this game. You knew it's going to be an absolute arm wrestle. Who's going to be able to build?
Like a mirror image. After the last try, after the Saracens try, we're still unsure who scored it.
Nice long bind.
Very
off the
bizarre
arm, okay?
from the officials.
The arm on the bind. It was a bit longer.
Belotti Clapp knocks it on here. Saracens kicking off. However, Bristol just scored. They knock it on. Advantage straight back. And it's a third set piece. Got to get it right.
You do indeed. And it's a massively under-practiced thing to get kickoffs. Quite often you might see the token little 2 to 5 minutes in their individual time, but it's something that you really need to hone down, lock in. As you say, a third set piece, so important. Saracens going for a penalty here.
And they've got it. Bryony clear, making some good ground as well. Felled in the end by Burgess, and Campbell is there. Taylor is there. Internationals all. Solo. Conway, just wave after wave of big physical runner. Speaking of which, there's Bryony clear again.
Backwards.
Ball has squirted out. Casolo. What's he stretching?
Knock on back for the scrum penalty, please.
Knock on for the scrum penalty.
Scrum penalty.
Back for the penalty. And certainly that's exactly what Saracens were trying to do in that situation. Trying to get these penalties. It's high in Bristol, don't allow them to have the ball. Nothing, literally nothing between the two teams. 3 tries each, 17 points apiece.
They are going at it hammer and tongue, aren't they? And it was clever by Saracens keeping that ball in, looking for that penalty, having that advantage to go. We know how strong their maul is.
Can't get the line out right though. Did Nicabonna knock it on? A thump on the desk to my left hand side from Day Ward said she did. Advantage back to Saracens. Scrum down. I want to break the tension with a little bit of frivolity, but I've commentated near Dave Ward before. He's been very restrained today. Very restrained indeed. He's been on daddy daycare all week with
staying on.
his wife Abby Ward out in France. Just winning, just picking up another Grand Slam, as you do.
As you do, casually at the
18
weekend.
blue replacement, please.
So this is the earlier try.
18.
The second try after Lottie Clapper scored earlier in this second half, and this is the try that we were particularly confused about. The referee's arm. It's gone. There was no vocals though to it.
Okay, let's go.
Apologies that
Bryony on the ball
has gone
initially. Then Bryony to Bryony.
I agree, it's in Field's hands. We said that live, didn't we? It was in her hands. There's the ball. He just on the left hand side there.
Crouch.
Definitely over. My apologies, the referee did signal that one
Bind.
with the arm.
Set.
Often you get a referee saying try, don't you? In fact, 99.9% of the time. Clear. Driving for that line. That one's over as well. Held up, says the referee. Casolo thought she had scored there. Delaney Burns goes in to say, well done, Deb Wills. Well done, Megan Webb.
Wonder Woman Wills underneath that. It's brave against the forwards. Webb as well.
I mean, it's great geography, isn't it? And using your body to allow the sort of ball carrier to come over the top and the legs to get in the way as McKenna sets off in this game. It's just non-stop. So much drama here at Shaftesbury Park. Both clubs so keen to get some silverware. Clap. Lincolns. Field. Great hit. Bolligan. May Campbell. Saracens, physical and direct. Lottie Clapp goes in there. She's repelled. A tackle from Jenny Herring. Go backwards here, Saracens. May Campbell under pressure from Delaney Birds, and Birds has turned that ball over, but will go back. Bristol illegal in the phase before.
Now surely Saracens going to opt for post now. Surely.
In this area. In this area.
Maybe they're just steaming the wind too much.
Make some noise for the Bears. Come on, you Bears!
Just be careful in this area.
Into the corner goes McDougall. Will they try a cheeky one again? We need to ask them all. Goes in just to try and eavesdrop. Go for this drive again. It's been effective already in this half. It's gone to ground. Gondwick. Sellers had to leave it because it was available. They were almost looked like they were going to turn that ball over, Bristol. There is Saracens again.
Right.
Bryony Cleal has put the ball down right on the line, and Saracens again in the lead. What a game!
Bryony Cleal come to life in this second half, but just really clever by the big ball carrying number 8. There's been a lot of talk about whether the women's game should have a smaller ball, but Bryony Cleal holds that ball in one hand, touches it down, sees where it is, and that's real confidence there.
We're waiting for a really simple
Look at her, she is raging ball, ready to finish off the game. 15 minutes left.
And her afternoon's work is done. What a shift, especially in the second half. We said we didn't want to annoy her and get her angry, and that's why. McDougall with a conversion in the first half. That's a better strike from her. And the flags go up as well. The lead is a full 7 points for Saracens.
Come on, Jenny! Come on, lady! Let's go!
Look again. Just underneath. It's really, really intelligent stuff as well, isn't it, from Bryony Cleal?
Yeah, she knows the laws inside out. She knows all the dark arts and the little tricks of the trade, as does her sister Poppy. And they are absolute pains to play against, but we love them being on your team.
Lovibot. Saracen just leaving that ball now. Scouse.
Let's go, Marge, go!
Lovely service. Burgess has been all afternoon, all season. Had an excellent season. Meg Webb there. Ellie Marston-Mulhern playing in this middle third of the field. Webb again. Matador like just sees off McKenna. Clear intention from Saracens. Stay out of the breakdown. Get everybody on your feet.
Stripped off on the ground.
Penalty Bristol, and they can build from here. They can get into that 22 now.
Opportunity here for Bristol. Got to make it count. We've seen Burgess deliver well all day. She's got to keep that tempo high. That's what they're looking for. Play with the tempo, and then they can get outside Saracens. So the pressure's on. 7 points behind. And Burgess, the nickname of the Rat, and she's a twin as well. She is vital with Scouse as well.
Replacement for your
Get
player.
this team rolling.
Foxes, rats, rhinos, got it all going on.
We're in the West Country.
Veritable zoo here at Shaftesbury Park. Back to the game, important line out. Love to see the line out stats for today because they are not pleasant viewing for the Bristol management. Mind you that just Sprague went off early. Young Izzy Jakes on the field as Saracens come away. Grace Moore, she's on the field now. Irish international wearing 20 for Saracens, so some fresh
Good
legs
work,
out
back.
there.
No.
Casonos carries so well, just so powerful, isn't she? Makes yards every carry in that contact area, sucking in more defenders.
Take him back.
We're talking about Sarah McKenna doing the right things. That appeared to be the right thing. She's just put too much on it, although
Go.
I had to see that one back where she was inside the 22 or pass back from the 22.
How many, please?
She's annoyed with that because
Quicker.
Bristol need the ball, want the ball. Last 10 minutes here in the cup final.
Well, this is massive, isn't it? You've got Negrelli throwing in. Not normally the line-out operator from hooker, but she does a short one to the front.
Outside and touch. Touch from flight.
And that's a much better touch finder,
Touch
isn't it?
from flight. Saracens ball.
Yeah, it takes the pressure off, gets them into Bristol's half.
With the way, the contrasting styles in which these two play, it's going to be about who's going to dominate that position. But second half, Saracens have come out and have meant business, haven't they? They played like the team that we know that they are.
Not touch.
The winners of the league so many
Backwards.
times, the winners of this cup in all its different guises 10 times before today.
Push, no.
Backwards from Bonner, said the referee. It's the hand movement. Bobbling around this ball possession.
In. Wait.
Scouse has fired that one out for Bristol, but they need the ball, don't they? There's still plenty of time left in this one. 7 points the difference. Scrabbles for extra time protocols.
Yeah.
There would be extra time. 2 periods of extra time, then it's a kicking competition. And let's hope we don't get there. Eight minutes according to our clock left in this game. We talk about Saracens, 10 cup wins, the 6 playoffs, and finalists in there as well.
Not putting the line
Bristol
out.
never won it. 2002 they beat the Nottingham Medic casual side. It's about as close as they've got. Need the ball here. Vivas is on the red rose. Fizzing that ball to
Over for the
Gondwick.
knock on.
McDougall, Moore. Sellers so quick, she's Commander's playing on this right wing now. Lottie Clapp calling for it on the left hand side. Vivas. So
Stripped in the air, play on.
the work rate. The second
off
foot
the
is turned over though. Scouse has kicked that ball away. I'm very, very pleased I've got headphones on. That was loud from Dave Ward. Because that's not what they did in the first half, Rocky, isn't it? It's amazing what pressure does
9
to
and
you.
11 replacement, please.
Exactly right. You do things you don't normally do, and you force your decisions, and you're rushed. And we've seen how quick Saracens' defence are, and they managed to weather the storm of Bristol. But that was an opportunity there for Bristol. They got the turnover, should have kept the ball in hand, and then given it to their speedsters out in space. But we've got a story about one of their players that has just come on, Christiana Balogun. Apparently today,
Is that all
of
done,
all
Helen?
days, in the cup final, she's on the bench, excited to
blues,
go.
new
She's
captain.
overcome illness last year, done really, really well, and then she forgets her boots. So it's up to Deb Will's other half to go and collect the
Are you
boots
on
for
the
her. So she's been nicknamed
Hey, let's build,
CB
please.
Careless Balogun. So probably fair and lived up to her name today. That info was from Simi Pam, by the way, if you need to
4,
know
yes.
where that came from.
4 in, yeah.
Due
4 you are.
Providence. And it's amazing they've been here, isn't it? The Saracens side came down and stayed last night. Bus wouldn't start this morning. Shuttle run of taxis. But in the driving seat here is Grace Moore, steering this particular cab.
You'll find that.
Moving towards that 22
We're
metre
bound
line.
in.
Up and over it now.
Once.
And this is what Saracens has the
Don't change your mind on the
ability to
outside.
do. McDougall
Look to
very
use it,
happy
please.
to wait. Vivas
Advantage,
happy to
Craig.
wait as well.
Not you.
Master Mulhern is in there, but she's done it illegally.
On the
It's a
outside.
shot to nothing here. Vivas and Lottie Clapp on her shoulder. Tackle by Simi Pat. Field now. Advantage here because Saracens have the penalty. McKenna, May Campbell. There's the cup final.
Change your mind.
Straight through the middle. And in this second half, bar one try, and it's all been the way of English rugby's most successful club.
All set up by a club stalwart, Sarah McKenna, who just turns on the inside of the defender on a little lift up to May Campbell. Iris, who goes through, punched through by Lottie Clapp. Great tackle by Simi Pam, but the speed of the ball, and a 9 and out the back pass from being on the floor keeps that ball alive. Back on her feet this time, McKenna first receiver.
Yeah.
Two players just bite in, and that lovely out to inline from May Campbell.
It's that understanding, wasn't it? Vivas and Lottie Clapp, they played so often together. Lottie Clapp was screaming for the ball most of the afternoon, just on the shoulder. But
That's
May
20.
Campbell.
Done.
Takes the full time. And slides it right in between the uprights, Amelia McDougall.
She's a great player, you know, she's under 20s, and she's been thrown in at the deep end with Sarries with League and Cup this year, and she has been really good, still learning her trade under this amount of pressure, but she's certainly grown throughout the game. Quality player.
Great take, Anika Gondwick. When you've just scored and you're up in the cup final by a couple of tries, it was contestable as well, wasn't it? Sends it dodown to Lobibon, who knocks that ball on.
Yeah,
And
just a knock on.
with that, the chance.
No.
Bristol
Didn't play it on
come
purpose.
back into this one with a couple of minutes left. She's
That's green.
had such a great season. Great afternoon today as well, but pressure is a funny thing, isn't it?
Yep, do those
And I
please.
spoke to Alex Alsterbury, the
Yeah.
Saracens coach before the game about that experience, being able to lean on it. And ladies like that,
Okay,
Sonia
let's
Green,
go.
emotions running high.
Someone else.
Next to Duncan Taylor, former Scotland centre in the coaching staff at Saracens.
Crouch!
So we've seen Tremelin in her white scrum out apparently a couple of weeks ago. She ended up splitting her head on the scrum machine, so that's why she's wearing the scrum out today. She's had a solid game going through. Strong scrum now.
It's been the set piece, isn't it? The physicality as well.
Going over back to the scrum penalty. Oh, 1 minute. Come on.
1 minute to go as Saracens go to touch again.
Go to the line, please.
We should do a player of the match, shouldn't we, Rocky?
Yeah.
Who's in your thought process?
Well, quite a few put their hands up. Obviously, if it
the Saracens, please.
had gone Bristol's way, I think Wills would have really put her hand up for that. Malloy as well, loads of turnovers. Grandmaster Mulhern really good in the second half, but the Saracens, I think that back row have been phenomenal. Campbell, Casolo's carried really well. Cleo.
Inside the 5.
It's a tough one, isn't it?
Say more, say more.
Next breakdown, you let us know. This driving ball is just becoming more and more of a weapon. Another penalty to Saracens. They've just turned that physicality screw, haven't they, in this second half. Out wide. Oh, Flo Williams can't find Lottie Clark because that was going to put the final icing on the cake, wasn't it? But Saracens have another penalty here.
I'm sorry. Okay, last play.
Last play into the line out. Who's your player of the match, Rocky Clark?
Well, it's between the back row for me, but for me, Casolo's carried so well, so dynamic, brilliant leg drive, physical player, got around the park, so Casolo takes player of the match.
Sharif Casolo.
Let's go.
A year ago that she was doing her ACL.
Inside the 5.
Now winning a cup final. Player of the match as well. Thoroughly deserved part of that back row.
Go more backwards once.
Bristol just about repelled. Very proud of their efforts, Bristol. Scored some really nice tries, but there it is. Saracens are cup winners for 2024. English rugby's most successful club take yet another cup title, their 11th in all their various guises through the years. It is Saracens with all that experience to fall back on, who will lift the cup here in the